Hello, welcome to another Real Raw Moment, and tonight's is as raw as it comes because I've been struggling over the last, 2 days, 48 hours to stay alive, and I'm here to talk about it. Now, I want to be clear, this is not a cry for help video. I have things in place to help me when I'm feeling this way, to get me through, to help me stay alive. What I believe it's really important to talk about it because nobody really wants to, especially in parental alienation. High conflict custody, high conflict divorce. So, tonight, in this moment, I'm going to talk about it because I know that I'm not the only one feeling it, thinking it, wrestling with it, crying over it. Oh, the tears will come, I guarantee you. Before I get into what I can guarantee, let me guarantee what I'm not. I'm not a doctor, lawyer, therapist, or anybody else can be used in your case. I'm simply a two-time parent in the court system longer than I can describe. I'm not willing to talk about, really, or admit. And none of that matters for tonight, other than to say that this video is for entertainment or information purposes only. All disclaimers out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to get more disclaimers, or I guess trigger warnings. This video tonight is about staying alive. It is September, which is Suicide Awareness Month. Hopefully it doesn't get censored me. It doesn't censor me. Yeah, so let's get started. I've struggled over the past 2 days to stay alive. Yeah. And let me tell you, I don't say that it's not a garner sympathy, it's real. Parental alienation is a living grief. I've talked to many people who have lost children, i.e. passed away, a finality. And actually many of them have experienced parental alienation. And they've told me what's easier, and I can tell you, it's not parental alienation. There are times where it all becomes just too much. Now I'll tell you my story here, where it became too much for me. In the sense of, I hope it helps. Helps you identify possibly that what you think might not be too much is too much. I mean, we all have our own limits or, whatever. Again, let me be very clear. This video is about me, very much in this sense. And I also am going to share resources below, crisis lines, etc. in North America that you need to reach out to if you need help, which I've done many times. This past 48 hours, though, has been, I don't know, a little different, a little weird. Just hold space with me for a minute, because I'm gathering my thoughts. Over the last 48 hours, I endured a lot of what I call shrapnel. Shots across the bow. Things that went wrong. Emails from opposing counsel. The beginning of the school year. Let's talk about that, actually, because I think that's really identifiable to PA parents. If you've not seen your child the first week of school, and you're seeing all the other children out there, regardless of age. You see them in groups, and you know that you're missing all that. And there's only so many times or so many moments that you can hold in and say, like, I can, I'm a person that holds in things, and then I do videos like this, but I'm not that person today in this video. I think that's the most important thing to say in this video. In this video, I'm feeling the things that you feel. And I am hurting like you hurt. So I'm here to say that it's okay to hurt. It won't break you. It really sucks. It's really hard. So I'll give an example of how hard it is, because I'm using the school year model. I can't tell you how many times I've lied to people this week in particular about the school year. Or now my son's old enough to go to university, which apparently he is. Don't know where or how, but it's been 3 years. But I know from one source, a lawyer. How many times I've stood in groups this week, even in stores or just in circumstances, lying about my alienated child. Yeah, I'm in BC, and he's going to University of Ontario. Yeah. Well, there's a complicated story, but yeah. I mean, that's as much as I know, and I'm always trying to save face and be normal. Because who wants to talk to somebody in the checkout line or anywhere that starts crying like I've been crying? Now, I'm crying for a lot of reasons. Mostly it's metabolizing grief. And I'm not going to tell you all of my story because it doesn't really matter. My story. What matters is your story to you. And the whole reason for me doing this video, which is staying alive. Why? And how? What I will say is that, what I do say is, look, first of all, you're worth it. You need to be here for yourself. Then for whomever else is in your life, including your alienated or children or child. But how do you get through it in the thick of it? Have things in place. So I have no shame about talking about mental health. And I have whiteboards in my house, resources on my phone, ways that when it gets really, really bad, like it has in the past 48 hours, that I have a checklist of things that I can do to help myself. And that's something I want to really share here. I'm still hurting right now. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not even close to okay. I'm also not in a place where I want to not be here. I'm in a place where I have resources to help me. And I put those in place long before I get to this place. So comment below. I know I'm asking a lot. Comment below, and I'm going to put stuff below as well to help you with that. help you figure it out. So that's my PSA for how I stay alive. And now this is about how much it hurts. How much what you're feeling hurts. It doesn't matter what I'm feeling. Whatever your soul, whatever's welling up in you, yeah. And you're allowed to feel it. You are allowed to sob and grieve. You know, this video is really a real raw moment, like I said. But really raw is I really, really, I don't have, usually I have like a direction I'm going to go in. This is more, I'm sharing where I'm at right now today, like in this moment. I'm grieving on a hard level. And I have had to consider ways to stay alive. And here I am. It's not a miracle. It's intention. Because I planned to know that this kind of grief, the grief of losing a child who's alive, there's no playbook, there's nothing. And I know that it could take me down. And I refuse to let it take me down permanently. I create my own safe spaces, and I create safe spaces for others. Stay alive. You're worth it. There is nothing that you can't overcome, and I mean it, and I'm not going to get into my whole life story here. I can tell you that. Pardon me. This video is incredibly uncomfortable for me. I mean, I do lots of videos that are raw. I rarely reveal that I've been struggling like now. So here I am. Yeah. I've stopped crying only because I'm doing this video, really. What I want to say to you is stay alive. Comment below. Reach out. The reason I'm wearing this hoodie, it's personal to me. I bought this hoodie. It's a Hey You project back when it was, I don't know, a thought. And it has some stuff on the back that I've stood in line and had people comment on the back that it made a difference in their lives. So I wear this hoodie to try and make a difference in my own life. Because in PA, nobody's going to save me but me from a lot of what I'm feeling. And here's what I'm feeling. I refuse to give up. And I also need to, have to, we're wrong mode. Acknowledge my mental health and acknowledge the fact that there are times I seriously don't want to be here. I also choose to be here all day long. I wish I could do more time here and I can't. Comment below, message below. You're not alone. This shit's real. And you are worth being on this earth.